Okay, guys, let's look at why Reddit is such a buy, and it is ridiculously obvious if you understand volume, and why volume is more important. So understanding what candles are doing is very important, but then understanding the volume behind the move is even more important, right? Because that can actually negate a candle and offset the bearish setup like we see here on the monthly time frame for Reddit, right? So February, March, we just ended in March. So whenever you end a month, you always want to look at some of your favorite trades. You want to look at the monthly. So let's look at Reddit. Look at the volume. 201 million. Let's get to the point, right? 201 million. Let's go to the IPO. 155 million. You'd be so hard pressed. You can find it, but it's hard to find stocks that have more volume post IPO, just, in about a year or so, maybe a little bit longer. This is about 1 year, actually. So Reddit's been IPO'd now for 1 year. A year later, you have more volume than when you did on IPO day. And look at on IPO month of March of last year. Now look at that rise in volume that we are seeing, which was 2 consecutive months, into support. Notice we did not close below my green dotted line, which I'm about to show you what it is. It's 104.41, and I'll show you why. So we closed above that. Even despite this big bearish sell-off that lasted for a month, we did not close below the support that was created on October 30th, on the low of that, right? So despite this massive drawdown that you're seeing right here, which is about 50%, we still closed right above at 104.11 on the support candle of a breakout on earnings, which was a gap up and had a lot of volume, meaning it's a pretty good indicator for support. That held, right? So back to my point real quickly. Since we have rising volume here, you negate that bearish candle. It doesn't matter, because what happened is that it came into resistance, and we could prove that with the rising volume. So the fact that we know that that candle sold off into a lot of resistance, right, which is actually support, that became resistance against this breaking down, right? So support held. Well, that's going to negate that candle, and you're going to get a rally in Reddit. And I think you get a rally in Reddit real easily right here, because look at this. You got your double bottom here, which became a triple bottom, which I've been highlighting. We've still been in this range of this candle, 127.75, and a low of 105.51, right? And now this came into what? Rising positive volume, right? Which is resistance against the move. And then you get your breakout higher on less volume, which is rising on negative volume. And that's smart money buying. If you don't know what rising negative volume is, that's smart money buying. And that's exactly what we got off of support at 104.11. So if you're not bullish right here on Reddit, you're completely misinformed. And let me tell you, I don't want to be bullish on Reddit. It feels horrible. But based off the theory that I just laid out, and pretty much a thesis, right? A pretty good argument. There's a reason to buy Reddit right here. And if it closes below 104.11 on the daily, I'm out. And that's not even risking that much. So I actually bought today, and I added more to my position at like 106. Stock was already up like almost 2%, but still bought it based off the setup. And now my stop's just at 104.11. So we have to close below 104.11. And remember that Reddit is really volatile, so you could swing down below support. But what matters is what happens at 4 p.m. So that's the play on Reddit. I think you get a nice breakout here. We'll see.